Susan Reynolds, speech 1113, personal experience. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in here today. Today I'm speaking about something that's very important to me, very personal, and it's a tattoo of all things. My tattoo has a tremendous amount of personal and religious meaning to me. I wanted a tattoo as long as I could remember, and I did a lot of research into it and what all it would entail, but it was permanent, and I just really couldn't make a commitment. And it took a tremendous negative event to spur me on to make it something that was going to be instrumental in my life. I had been interested in getting a tattoo for probably about 15 years. I didn't want a rose or a bumblebee or something like that. I wanted it to be something special. And there are religious implications too. There are passages in the Bible that say that you shouldn't do it. And after a lot of research, I realized that that was actually something that didn't apply to us, because the verse before that says you shouldn't cut your beard, and the verse before that says you shouldn't eat any meat with blood in it. So they obviously were for a different time. Something terrible happened that changed my life forever. My favorite uncle, my Uncle Jimmy, died. Uncle Jimmy was larger than life. He was strong and handsome and wonderful. He was charming, and he had a passion for life that I've never seen in anybody else. When he walked into a room, you heard him before you saw him. And if you were a woman, you were the most attractive and beautiful woman he had ever met in his entire life. It didn't matter who you were. And he was in his 60s. I hadn't seen him in a very long time, but in my mind, he was always in his late 40s and just this tower of strength. And it was unimaginable to me that he just wasn't here anymore. He was a Christian. I know that he's okay, but it really made me take a look at my life, and I decided that I wanted to make a covenant with God. I wanted to have a commitment to dedicate myself to realize every day for the gift that it really is. And I decided then and there that it was the right time to get the tattoo. It was something that I couldn't go back on. It was permanent. It was something that would be with me forever. And I decided that I would get a cross, because I knew that was something I would never change my mind about. Even though I had thought about getting one for such a long time, and even though I had not meant for it to become such a significant part of my life, that's what the tattoo ended up being for me. It reminds me when I look at it that I'm not alone. It reminds me that God is with me and a part of me, and that my life is a gift, and that I'm going to live it every day as the gift that it is. It has improved my witness, because it gives me an opportunity to talk to people in a way that I never would have been able to connect before. It reminds me of the point of my existence. And my question to other people would be, what reminds you of the point of your existence? For me, it's a couple lines of black ink on my leg, but it's so much more than that. Thank you.